It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Fins and the Buccaneers under the lights on Thursday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Tampa. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
On the first snap, here's Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They run for the first time here with Rachaad White. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield as Waddle has got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, here's Tompkins. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Down the sideline he goes, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. 40 yards for Raheem Mostert, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers, 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
First down, here's White. Fights him off. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. First down, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here comes second down. Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's third down at 5. Mayfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Baker. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.